I went to English kindergarten since I was 4 and went to English academies throughout elementary school. And then I moved to the United States at age 13. My parents always told me that English is the most important subject, so that's what I kept in my mind as I grew up.
When I was little, it was a trend among the Korean parents to teach their kid English. For me, I didn't know why I have to learn it. I just did it because my parents forced me to say, "You are the future of country, my son." But unfortunately, I was not. I feel like people study English because everyone else does, and you don't want to fall behind.
From private institutes and tutors to phone lessons, camps, and even a village, various methods are utilized to teach and learn English in Korea. Why are Koreans so obsessed with English? 야, 미국에 사는 거 어때? 진짜 하우스파티 많이 해? These are some of the questions I commonly received when I told people I lived in the States for several years, the home to the largest South Korean immigrant population in the world. However, for someone who haven't visited America yet, what they see in Hollywood movies or Netflix dramas becomes the country itself. A fantasy about America actually dates back 7 decades. 기분 위 초콜릿! Chocolates, gums, hamburgers, and canned foods were first introduced in Korea through American soldiers dispatched during the Korean War in 1950. To our people who lived hard-scrabbled lives, canned foods were better than any propaganda in promoting abundance and wealth of the United States. Then in the late 1970s, immigration to the U.S. gradually increased among the middle and lower class of Korea, who believed that moving to the land of liberty and opportunity was the only way to improve their economic conditions. Since then, the number of Korean immigrants to America reached an annual average of 24,200. In the meantime, American culture such as Hollywood movies, pop songs, Nike, and McDonald's began to dominate Korea amid surging popularity. With such a major influence America has brought to Korea, starting in 1990s, American English began to be perceived as the standard English. As many people immigrated to America in the hopes of living a better life, speaking their language was significant for survival. English slowly turned into a major necessity from a simple admiration.
Hello, Mr. Zhang. Please provide us with the specifics for the storing procedure for your suggestion.
Koreans are obsessed with English because they need it. In Korea, people invest a lot in education. According to the Ministry of Education, students' private education spending spiked to a 10-year high in 2019. By subject, spending in English was the highest at 6.14 trillion won. Where is this excessive enthusiasm coming from? Unlike China or the US, Korea is not abundant in natural resources. So instead, the country advanced itself in manufacturing, where they import large quantities of natural resources like coal and oil to manufacture mobile phones, cars, ships, and more, and export them around the globe. Thus, in the country where exports are the mainstay of the economy, English proficiency became a mandatory requirement. And plus, the entertainment industry, which has keep on expanding on the back of K-pop's global popularity, also requires fluent English.
In London, Wembley Stadium!
However, as the level of qualification for applicants continues to rise with higher education, there are companies that require a foreign language even for jobs that are not related. To prepare for the society where English is highly demanded, parents pressure their children for academic achievements by sending them to private institutions and even abroad. English has actually taken up huge parts of our everyday lives. In Korea, you can easily spot English at restaurants, cafes, on t-shirts, electronic devices, and even in songs.
Just close your lips, shut your tongue.
Some words are used without knowing that they've originated from English words, and some are used as much as Korean. There is also Korean-style English, which we call Konglish. 리모컨, 스킨십, 셀카, 팬티. The Korean language we use today already includes so many English words. Thus, people believe that being fluent in English will help them keep up with trends, get more information faster, and ultimately improve the quality of their lives. So just in the past, Koreans learn English to live a better life. But the difference between the past and now is that as Korean culture, including K-pop, movies, and foods have become widely recognized across the world, there are a lot of foreigners learning Korean as well. Being obsessed with something isn't always bad.